Awesome. Thank you guys. Super duper. Marcus, good morning. Good to see you. Helea, good morning. Janice, hi, Janice. Good to see you. Dave, hey, Dave, welcome. Ed, thank you for being here. Welcome. Happy Thursday. Great to be with you guys here this morning. I have got a packed out day today, filled up calendar with some amazing appointments, including this one with you guys right now. Thrilled to be with you. Terry Lee, good morning. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Toby, hey, Toby. Great to have you here on Facebook. Thank you for joining us. Sandra, hi, Sandra. Good morning. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Neil, good morning, Neil. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Great to have you here. John, good morning, John. Welcome. Kevin, hey, Kevin. So great to have you here in the ELI conversation. ELI for Eric Lofholm International. Natalie, good morning. You know the number, Natalie. You're doing awesome. Love seeing all your business growth, shifts in mindset. Thank you for joining us. And we're going to go off a screen share. Cheryl Lee, good morning. Welcome. Let me hit the record button and we will get started. Good morning, everybody. This is Eric Lofholm. I want to welcome all of you to the continuous sales improvement daily podcast. Thrilled to be with you here this morning on this beautiful Thursday. If you're right-handed, take your right hand. If you're left-handed, take your left hand. Pat yourself in the back and tell yourself, great job for being here this morning. Type into the chat, today is a great day. Today is a great day. And I want to share a quick story with you about my close seminar this past weekend. It was a 2-day event and one of my clients was there, and she took an idea that she learned at the close and she implemented it in a presentation yesterday and made the sale. And she said, Eric, it's something I'd never have done before. I never would have thought it. Just being in that event this weekend, this past weekend was amazing. And I got the deal to the finish line and said, awesome. How much was the sale? And she said, $6,000. So she came to the event on the weekend. She closed the sale, brought $6,000 to the finish line. And that's a technique she can use again and again and again and again and again. I told her it's probably at least a $50,000 idea. So the recordings are available from this past weekend. And if you want to catch those, they're $97. You can send me an email or a text and let me know you'd like to get those recordings if you're interested in that. Aside from whether you want the recordings or not, take what you're learning and implement the ideas. By implementing the ideas, you will drive more revenue. You will make more sales. So you could come to class today. You could hear an idea and go, oh, that's a good one, and then do nothing with the idea, and then it's not going to make you any money. If you're investing the time to be here, why not be the ultimate student? Why not hang on every word I'm telling you? Take the ideas, you're like, oh, that's a good idea, and then just take action. So I want to start off with a little message about distraction. And I was talking with a client recently, and she works from home. I work from home. Many of you out there work from home. And the essence of what she said is, Eric, I am easily distracted when I work from home. The dishes, the laundry, the this, the that, Facebook, Netflix, kids, fill in the blank, whatever. Some of you can resonate with that. Yeah, Eric, I am not as focused as I need to be. All right. If you recognize you need to, if you work from home like me and like her, and if you're like, you know what, if I'm honest with myself, I need to be more focused when I'm working at home. If that's you, just type the word yes in the chat. If you're like, Eric, I need to be more focused when I'm working from home, just type the word yes in the chat. So today, her language is, I'm easily distracted. I find myself not doing my work. So what's happening there? She's creating herself as easily distracted. Okay? Eric, I am not easily distracted. I am locked in. I am focused. I work from home. Today, I'll run over 10 appointments from home. Right now, I'm locked in with you right in this moment. I'm working from home. This is my third appointment of the day so far from home. My first appointment this morning was at 5:45. And I helped a client create a miracle this morning at 5:45 a.m. So we can create ourselves as I'm easily distracted, or we can create ourselves as I'm focused and I'm locked in. So Kevin, who's on the line right now, Kevin shared with me an idea. I think it was his idea with me. I don't think I shared it with him, although I could be wrong, but I think it's Kevin's idea to me, and I don't know where he got it or he created it. But he basically said, look, office hours. When you work from home, set your office hours. So if you're on your office hours, you're not unloading the dishwasher, right? If you were going to an office to work and it was in the middle of the day, you wouldn't be unloading the dishwasher. So it's a mindset. Yes, you're working from home. Yes, I'm working from home. And I don't need to unload the dishwasher during the day unless I'm on my lunch break. So we had a situation happen one day where a scenario happened with one of our teenagers. And my wife came in my office, my home office here. We share it, our home office. And I was on a Zoom with about 50 people, kind of like what we're doing right now. And they were doing an exercise. So the line was muted. And I wasn't teaching because everybody was doing an exercise that I gave. My wife came in, hey, we had this situation with one of the kids, and it was, kind of an urgent thing, but not urgent like take the kid to the doctor right now. Just something happened that we needed to deal with. And she was explaining to me what happened. And I said, listen, what you're saying is important. And yeah, we need to deal with that at 5 o'clock tonight. I said, right now, I need to be doing what I'm doing right now. Yes, what you're saying is important. And we'll address it at 5. Nothing's going to change between now and 5. So if you're like, I'm going to go unload the dishwasher when I'm supposed to be working. Well, the dishwasher can be unloaded at 5, unless there's some reason you need to do it sooner. So you just start noticing, does this need to be done right now? My wife walked in the office. She was like, we need to talk about something. And I'm like, I get it. At 5 o'clock. And I was very nice about it. And it wasn't a thing between us. We just talked about it at 5. She was like, oh yeah, you're right. We don't need to do it right now. So just start noticing, does this need to be done right now? Now, if that's resonating with you, what I just told you, just type the word yes in the chat. If that's resonating, type the word yes in the chat. Now you have a decision to make. If you need to be more focused, and what I just said is resonating, the decision to make is, am I going to implement what Eric taught me or not? I showed up for class. I'm being distracted at home. I'm resonating with what he's saying. Now the question is, are you going to execute? See, you could be here and hear the idea and go, yeah, it's a good idea. And then go back to unloading the dishwasher in the middle of your workday. Or you can make a decision and you could change. So I want to tell you a story about, I've been telling this story over and over and over again. I'm going to tell it again right now. So last Wednesday, I was with my coach in Arizona, and we're sitting on the patio in this front area. And he just made this off the cuff statement. Everything in my home has a place. Every picture on the wall is there for a reason. Every piece of furniture is there for a reason. Every fork that I own is there with intention. Everything in the garage is organized. Everything has a place. And I started thinking about my garage, and my garage is a mess. And I thought, well, why is my garage a mess? And it's because I've always just thought of myself as somebody who had a messy garage. And then I'm like, no, I want to be like my coach. Everything has a place. So my garage in this moment is still a mess, but I don't have a messy garage anymore. See, I decided in my mind, I no longer resonate with a messy garage, and it's taking me time to organize my house. So yesterday and the day before, I started cleaning some stuff up, getting rid of stuff, throwing stuff away, cleaning up my office. My office is cleaner now than it was 2 days ago. My house is not dialed yet. It's going to take me some time. But here's the point. I no longer have a messy garage, even though my garage is messy right now. My self-image has shifted. So you start noticing what is happening in your current reality. Like, I'm easily distracted when I work from home. You're creating that, just like I'm creating a messy garage. And just like I'm uncreating it by saying my garage, now everything has a place. And that's now the new me, and it's just a decision. If you live into I'm easily distracted, that's how it'll be for the rest of your life until you change. You don't have to live into I'm easily distracted anymore. I work from home and I'm locked in and focused. Why? Because I created as that. All right, so I have been living in a complaint about my dog. We have 2 dogs. And so one of our dogs, he sleeps in the room with my wife and I, and he'll get up in the middle of the night. So I got to deal with my dog. He's up in the middle of the night. And I've been living in a complaint that my dog doesn't listen. So I've been sitting with this thought recently as I've been thinking about what is it that I'm creating. I was creating the messy garage. Now I'm uncreating it. I'm creating my dog is not listening. So I woke up this morning and I said, I'm creating my dog differently. And I'm creating my dog as my dog listens to me. So he now listens to me. Now, the next time I call him, he might not come to me because it may take some time for that thought that I'm creating, my dog listens to me, to show up in reality. In other words, for my dog to listen to me as the dog master, I got to show up differently as the dog master. If I'm showing up as my dog doesn't listen to me, then I'm going to lead my dog in a certain way. If I show up as my dog listens to me, I'm going to shift my behavior. It's not that the dog doesn't listen. It's that I'm showing up as the dog not listening. It's kind of abstract. I hope you're getting what it is that I'm saying. Because I don't have to live in the complaint ever again that my dog doesn't listen to me. I can shift, and I've already shifted my self-image. Now I have a dog that listens to me. So now I will do things as the dog master, and then the dog will start responding to me differently because I'm showing up differently. This is your life, guys. Pull out my complaint about my dog. What are you complaining about? Are you complaining about your marriage? Are you complaining about your body? I can never get myself to follow through on my diet or my exercise program. Are you complaining about your prospecting? I just can't get myself to do the prospecting. Yes, you can. It's not true. To say you can't do it is simply not true. To say you can't get your body the way you want to get it is simply not true, unless there's some medical situation that you have no control over. But if you have control over your situation, it's simply not true. You can live into that story, just like me living into the complaint about my dog, that my dog's up in the middle of the night. Because if I was living into my new story of my dog listens to me, he won't be up in the middle of the night anymore. Why? Because my dog listens to me, which will cause me to show up differently. I will no longer have a messy garage. So I play 7, 8, 9, or 10 every day. I'm consistent. It's a story. I live into that story. I create that story. I'm consistent every day. So you could be here right now and you could be like, you know what, Eric? I'm not like you. I'm inconsistent. That's only because you declared that. It's only because you say so. So if you're like, well, I need to be more consistent, then just choose it. I'm giving you the blueprint. You could choose to be consistent from this day forward and your whole life will change. You can live into the story of complaining about your marriage and you can just say, you know what? I have a fantastic marriage. You could literally go from, I'm complaining about my marriage to I have a fantastic marriage. But you say, but I don't have a fantastic marriage. Right, because you're living in the story of my marriage doesn't work. I'm complaining about my marriage and then you're creating that. So why don't you create a fantastic marriage and show up as a fantastic spouse and then watch what happens? When I go and get coffee for my wife when she's still sleeping and I have it for her, so that's the first thing that she gets in the morning is a loving expression from me. What do you think that does for my marriage? I'm creating that. Self-image. Who's putting the thoughts in your head? Who's creating what you're creating? You are. No one else is. No one, you're in charge. You're the one that's driving the bus in your brain. If you're like, I'm a middle of the pack salesperson, then you're going to show up as that. Or I'm a top producer. You're going to show up as that. I'm going to tell you one last thing. We're going to wrap it up. So I got a client who's charging $2,500 for a year of coaching. So I'm coaching her and I said, that's not who you are. You're a $10,000 a year coach. So she goes from $2,500 in a few sentences to a $10,000 a year coach. Not because I say so, but because she's that good. She was just undercharging. So what does that do for her to go from $2,500 to a $10,000 a year coach? It 4 times her income for the effort that she's producing, and it completely transforms her financially. So then she says to me, I need to get good at closing. That's her statement to me. I need to get good at closing. I said, no, you are a closing master. You are an enrollment master. And I was giving her the self-image. You are an enrollment master. You're a closing master. Instead of her living into, I need to get good at this. Forget good at it. You're a master of enrollment. It's a different way of thinking. So now she's a master of enrollment that charges $10,000 a year for coaching. Why? Because she's worth it. There, 27 seconds. I changed her whole life. Just like that. If you got something out of class today, type the word yes in the chat. If you got something out of class today, type the word yes in the chat. Tomorrow's book in a day. If you want to hang out with me and write a book in a day, it's tomorrow from 9 to 4. It's free. Teach you how to write a book in a day. Email me or text me or Facebook me or find me if you want the link, or you can go to ericlofholmcalendar.com. The link's on there, ericlofholmcalendar.com. That's going to wrap our call. Have a great day. Marcus, have a great day. Alea, have a great day. Neil, have a great day. Natalie, you know the number. Anna, mastery, what we worked on last night. Ed, have a great day today. Thank you for joining me. If you know somebody that could benefit from this call, please invite them. Call's free. Bob, you have greatness inside of you. Dave, have a great day. Forte, great to see you. George, have a great day today. Janice, have a great day. John Ashley, I'll call you in a minute. John, have a great day today. Steve Shaw, master recruiter. Steve, thanks for joining me. 619 area code. Great to have you in class today. And thank you for joining us. Katie, aloha. Sandra, thanks for joining us. Marianne, great to have you. Toby, thank you for joining us. Tanya, great to have you on Facebook. Aaliyah, great to see you on Facebook. Marianne, thanks for joining us. Terry Lee, thank you for being here today, for being my business partner. That's going to wrap our call. If I missed anybody, I apologize. Have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.